So ESG, have you heard of this?
No.
Environmental.
I feel like I should have a drink. You want to have a drink?
I'd love a drink,
We need a
especially when they
drink.
get into ESG.
This is too intense.
ESG and woke capitalism.
A climate cartel
wants to control pension money, our pension money, through these ESG activities.
BlackRock has become the face of the ESG movement.
So this ESG stuff is really being utilized to control society.
What does it stand for again?
So ESG stands for environmental, social governance, and that can mean any number of things. Traditionally, what that means is sort of a set of standards which investors will use to determine the impact that a stock or a company or a product will have on the world, or to assess the impact the world will have on a stock or a company or a product. So if a company decides to buy a bunch of solar panels, for instance, or to change the way that they power their facilities, that can change their ESG score. But we're, living in a golden age of scammers.
How on earth would Big Tobacco profit off of the loss of this young man? If anything, we'd be losing a customer.
That traditionally has been a very convenient marketing tool for a lot of companies who would like to say that they're doing better by these metrics.
We've got spin control. That's where I come in.
It has been largely marketing on behalf of the private sector, and now what's happening is the right is sort of taking all those claims, largely to do with the sort of environmental portion of that, at face value, disingenuously, of course.
Stand up to the woke bullies of BlackRock and call out the global elites for the frauds that they are.
Republicans going after Wall Street, just like Brian said. It's not.
That was not on the bingo card. What is this world coming to? Yeah, what's happening?
John, if you do this, you will kill the market for years. It's over. And you're selling something that you know has no value.
We are selling to willing buyers at the current fair market price, so that we may survive.
BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. Their job essentially is to take a chunk of cash and invest that in a way that can make money.
Sail on a boat fit for a Bond villain, sometimes you need to play the part, right?
The thing that's important to understand about BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street and all these companies is that they are capitalistic firms, right? They have one sole mission, and that is to make money, and that the way that they make money is to recruit more fee-paying customers, right? That is their entire business model.
Greed is good. Greed is right.
There are no real good guys in the story. We're not really rooting for BlackRock, right? We're not rooting for, Larry Fink or people who are continuing to plow money into the fossil fuel industry. And we're not rooting, certainly, for these very reactionary, anti-democratic Republicans.
Are other governors aware this is happening in their states with their states' pension funds?
I think, the best that I could tell is that they saw the sort of success that the right had with critical race theory, with CRT, and transforming this acronym that very few people knew what it meant into this culture war issue that managed to galvanize a lot of people. And they saw another three-letter acronym, ESG, and so they wanted to do the same thing.
we are going to do through Florida state pension system a flat ban on any type of ESG.
And it's a grift, right? That's all it is, right? It's just they want to destroy the administrative state. They want to keep agencies from being able to regulate greenhouse gas emissions, and this is a way they can marshal momentum to do that.